butterflies, so welcome back to Evolving Butterfly Goddess with me, Moe Nicole. Here we are all about evolving out loud in our life, our money, and our purpose through the energy of our ancestors. I want to thank you for your likes, comments, shares, and subscribes here on the channel. It is always appreciated. And a major shout out to all of the channel members as well as the members over on my website. Thank you for your continued support. If you're interested in joining my membership programs on my website, feel free to check out the links and things down below for a code to get your first month 50% off. So we're getting into a grandmother ancestor message, okay? Into this reading. So the energy of what I was tapping into when I was tapping into the grandmother energy is the aspect of you're currently going through some level of a transition in your life at this time. It's like you're going through a transition, like a certain season of your life is ending, okay? I'm getting this vibe of a certain season of, like, this season of your life is ending and you're currently walking into a transition of something different. And you are in this process of like learning the ropes of making it a smooth transition. It's something about a smooth transition, smooth operator. So whether you're transitioning into a new job, transitioning into a new home, transitioning to a new city, transitioning into life after a graduation, like, because this is a timeless reading, but you're getting ready to transition after the end of something. Some of you all, you're transitioning after the end of a breakup, after the end of a relationship, okay? And this is more so just energy or information on how to take this transition. The first thing I'm hearing grandmother energy come out and say right now is that, baby, you are the expert. Always remember, you are the expert. This is your life, okay? You are the one who knows everything that you have gone through and everything that you have experienced in a situation. So when this situation comes about, I'm getting the vibe that there may be some naysayers or people who don't agree with this transition of what you're going through or what you're moving into. And you need to always remember that this is your life at the end of the day and you are the expert on your life. So the decisions that you make or that have needed to be made, they were made in good faith and they were made at perfect timing and they were exactly of what it was that you needed at that time, okay? And that's on 222. So this grandmother energy is saying, don't let nobody try to intimidate you for a certain transition or change that you've decided to make in your life at this time, okay? Do not allow yourself to be intimidated. Period. That's nothing but bully energy. And you may run into some of that if you share with someone a change that you've decided to make in your life at this time, especially if they don't understand it. I'm getting the vibe of some of you all may have someone who has an old school mind or personality, how they go about something, how they go about some level of work or something. Like they have this old school type of way of going about it, right? And you have more of this new school energy, right? And they're giving you advice and information that's based off of a time when they went through this, which was some years ago, even for some of you all, some decades ago. And it's like, you can respect their wisdom. You can respect their time, you know what I'm saying, of them. Like, because I'm getting the vibe of someone giving advice and information from a good place. They have good faith, okay? They're not coming from a place of malice, but at the same time, their advice is not, it does not correlate with your life. Like, it doesn't correlate with your situation. What they were going through back in the day when they were going through this is totally different from the world that you're in right now and what you're going through with your situation, okay? And this is someone who gives advice based off of their personal experiences versus putting themselves into the shoes of the other person, because they haven't, you know, they don't quite understand the new age or what's currently going on or what's currently happening in the world right now is what I'm feeling. Like, this is someone who is very much so far removed from new age things, modern things. But you need to remember that you are the expert at this time. You're leaving something, moving into something different, and it doesn't make sense to some people. So it gives this vibe of, say, you know, you decide to want to, you know, jump out and become full-time entrepreneur, right? Pursue your business full-time. To someone who grew up during an age where, you know, it was very much so pushed to get a good job, get a good pension, get a good retirement, good insurance, and then you'll be able to retire at this age and live, you know, your next 15, 20 years in peace or whatever the case is. They weren't in a generation of taking risk, okay? But with you, you've been feeling called to take some level of a risk. It doesn't have to be with a job in business, though. It could be a relationship, choosing to leave a marriage, choosing to leave a relationship. And to them, it's like, well, y'all have children and this is the stability and it doesn't make any sense for you to leave this situation and you have this going on. And it's like, but you want me to put up with the mental abuse, emotional abuse, and neglect? It's getting a vibe of, this is someone who looks at things from what's the fine line, what's the bright side of a situation versus what's not working. Like, they're very much so the 80%er, and the 20%, they just choose to ignore it, okay? A very analytical type of person. So I feel like this is the energy of, you move more by faith and what feels right, and this person, they gotta see things. So they may, I'm getting heavy Virgo energy, air energy, okay? But for you, it's giving, you're ready for something different, okay? A different type of way of doing something, you know? It's like you may have always been safe your entire life, and now you're like, you know what? Let's take some risk. I'm ready, okay? And your grandmother energy is saying, trust yourself in this vibe, okay? Trust what you feel on the inside of you. Trust what you have been telling yourself that you want to do. It is all going to work out. Even if you can't see the end in front of you, it is going to work out. If it's been put on your heart to do, then you were meant to experience it, period. Okay? We're going to pull a card for physical, emotional, and spiritual advice for grandmother. She says, even with her advice, you know, take her advice, take what works for you, and whatever does not resonate, set it in your back pocket, okay? Remember that information was given, and put into play what sits right with your soul at that time, okay? Grandmother is very, very open, okay? So you have the 9 of coins when it comes to the physical. So this is definitely giving a sense of, the first thing I heard was watch what you eat. So make sure you're putting foods into your body that have the proper nutrients that you need. I'm getting, you need to get more vegetables into your body at this time. It's something about the vegetables that help you with the fiber and you detoxing certain energies. I'm also getting, I don't even know, I can't think of the word, but I can see it in my eyes, like where they say those little living things be inside of meat. And it can get in your body. Like, I'm getting worms type of vibes. Now, this could be with your pet or something. May need to get checked for worms or getting dewormed. Some of you all may need to be deworming your pet. But parasites, that's what it's giving. It's something about the aspect of making sure you are naturally detoxing your body and keeping things out of your body that can cause parasites. Very parasitic. It's something of that energy in there as well. But when looking at this with the 9 of coins, grandmother energy is saying treat yourself as if you are royalty, okay? Treat yourself as if you are royalty. And that's part of the evolution of what you're going through at this time as well. You're going through an evolution of how you carry yourself, how you come across around other people, how you come across to other people, okay? It's like you're showing up more regal. And as you show up more regal, I'm getting the energy of treating yourself and your body as if you're more regal. Some of you all are also changing out your closet. Okay. You could just be in the process of changing out, you know, from your summer clothes to your fall clothes. If you do that, you know, and put things into storage. But or some of you all are getting rid of old clothes and getting new clothes because you got a new body, okay? Been losing weight, been getting healthier. But this is definitely giving a vibe of when it comes to just the physical. You are at this state of being, you're being introduced to what the good life really looks like. Okay. Now, y'all know this is my new deck, and I am going to read from the book with this card. I absolutely love this deck, first off. So this is the card of self-sufficiency and luxury. Okay, so we are reading it properly. Okay. So a couple stands at the entrance of their home, welcoming guests with honey jars and figs. They have built their empire and are comfortably self-sufficient. The couple has broken free of constructs created to limit them and now have a flourishing hive made on their terms. This is literally going with the message. The two honor each other as equals and take pride in the home they have made. They are filled with gratitude for their lifestyle, circumstances, and company. The Nine of Coins rings of abundance. The couple appreciates moving at a slower pace, taking care of their environment, and acknowledging their success. They make time to thank those who came before them, who paved the way. So what is your manifesto? Continue to structure your life in a way that works for you in balance and sustainability. Feel confident in your ability to handle anything that comes your way. Trust your voice and don't be afraid to create a path where few have wandered. Ain't that what we've been saying? All right, so in the yang, prosperity and comfort and having the time and state of mind to enjoy it. Having resources on hand to make further gains, prosperity as a result of hard work. So work on enhancing your space and creating an environment that feels rich in the ways that matter most to you at this time, okay? So now as we move on into the emotional advice from grandmother, we got the 7 of baskets, okay? So this is, on one hand, is giving me this energy of allow yourself to dream, allow yourself to daydream, go off into other worlds, into other realms to see what is possible. Allow yourself to explore these feelings. But we know the 7 of baskets is about illusions as well. It can also be a card of overindulging, okay? It could be a card of consuming too much as well. Because look at this, baby. It gives you sweet tooth vibes. It's all desserts that's on there. So only looking at the good things and not really looking at what's not, you know, happening around you. And so some of that emotional advice from grandmother is saying to pay more attention to the good things. Pay more attention to the things that make your body and your mind and your spirit feel free. You don't have to always deal with the things that can be heavy. That's what balance is. Sometimes it's okay to indulge, and sometimes you got to lay off of it a little bit, okay? And then come back down to reality. But in this advice, energy is giving that it's okay to allow yourself to drift off into the clouds sometimes, to indulge in some of those feelings, those wants, and those desires, to dream big. But know that you do have to come back down to earth to create balance eventually as well, for you to be able to explore and explore and actually experience the well-roundedness of it all, okay? So now going to the 7 of baskets in the book, it's a card of opportunities and illusion. So with the 7 baskets, each one of the baskets in this deck represents something different. So the first basket represents love. The second one represents prosperity. The third one represents wealth. And they each have something different in them, okay? So it's going from 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? So as I'm reading, look at it from that direction. And this deck is down below in my Amazon storefront if you want to check it out. It's called the Black Tarot. So basket 1, which represents love, it has pomegranate, lemon, chocolate, and honey. Basket 2 represents property, which is wood. Basket 3 represents wealth, which is pineapple. Basket 4 represents revenge with black roses. Basket 5 represents victory with a victory garden harvest. Basket 6 represents death, which is junk food. And basket 7 represents our higher self, our ancestors, our spirit guides, and our guardian angels, and is represented by feathers and candles. So each basket offers a different temptation. One containing feathers and candles, offers a connection to your, one containing feathers and candles offers a connection to your higher self and the divine spirit. Every other basket is tainted with ego, attachments, obsessions, cravings, and selfishness. So do you know what you really want? What is truly going to bring you peace? Make sure you choose wisely. So it's time to make a choice. If you have multiple options around you, or you're finding yourself in a state of wishful thinking, it's important for you to be a visionary at this time. But the advice from it all is for you to do what scares you the most, okay? So which one of them are you most afraid to tap into the most? That may be the one that you need to be challenged with and to overcome, okay? That could be a good way of looking at it. So at this vibe, it really feels like the collective is being called to connect to your higher self, connect to your higher spirit as you are going through these transitions at this time of your life, because at the end of the day, your higher self is going to have the final decision on what is best for you. At the end of the day, your higher self is what's going to have, and what's best for you, okay? But you got to be able to know how to take in opposing feelings and beliefs and all of that at the same time as well, and have balance. Yeah, 6 of Cups. And it may even be helpful to utilize what other people have gone through in the past in history as a way to help you with understanding next direction, okay? So now for the spiritual advice, we have the World card coming out. We just had the World card come out for another Ancestor message that I did, okay? And so let's go to the World. Well, first, before we even get to the World, let's do the intuitive reading on it. So this World energy is just giving the vibe of, it's this compilation. Okay, so my phone storage actually went out during that part, which is so interesting as we were getting into the World card. I just need to update my phone and restart it, actually, because it has all that cache data in there that's taking up so much space. And I feel like a lot of that relates to this reading of going through a reset. So this World card, you see she's watering the world. And it's kind of like in the sense of she's taking care of the world. She's giving, this positive energy to the world. And it's like that energy is going to be coming back to her, right? She's finishing up this journey, this cycle, and preparing to step into a new one. But she also realizes how her connection to the world is much bigger than what she may have been realizing within the past, okay? And so this energy in the spiritual aspect, as advice from grandmother, she's simply saying, just remember the place that you have in the world and the power that you hold in the world, and just how much you matter to the world, okay? It's okay to go along with it. You're going to be seeing results, okay? You're going to be seeing the results of the time that you've put in, the energy that you've put in. And as you keep watering these skills and these gifts of yourself, how it, influences and helps other people at the same time, okay? Let's go to the book. So the card description is a woman who waters the world, knowing the importance of looking after the planet and honoring all living things. The world indicates the completion of one journey and the beginning of a new one. And that's what we were talking about from the beginning of the reading, is the sense of the journey and finishing up a journey and getting ready to step into a new journey, okay? It is the uniting of the outer and inner selves. The journey has forced us to confront, persist, and evolve. Certain chapters must be wrapped up and brought to an end. And that's what you're currently ending right now. You're ending things that no longer work for you, things that no longer provide suitable information to help you to keep growing and developing at this time, okay? It's time to move on and see the world and allow yourself to let adventure in. Reminder, no one escapes the judgment, not even the judges itself, okay? So just enjoy the journey and the process in general. The World card, it deals with the earth, of course, because Mother Earth, and it deals with the root chakra. So it's all about the integration, the sense of belonging, travel, accomplishment, completion, achievement, and wholeness, okay? So at this time, if you do not feel grounded or confident in those decisions and where you're at and your place in the world, work on grounding yourself. Work on some of that root chakra energy to bring yourself back down to earth and to have a good understanding of self at this time, okay? An affirmation that would be good for you at this time is, I breathe in and embody inner peace embracing the calm of being connected with the universe in mind, body, and spirit. Okay. So the important piece of all of this is for you to find inner peace with whatever decision that you choose to make for yourself, because you know whatever decision that you do make is what's going to be best for you. Okay. It's going to be what is best for you at the end of the day. So make that decision and trust it. Okay, Pooh? But that is the message of what we have from Grandmother at this time. If you resonated and connected with it, just feel free to leave a butterfly down below as we send up this energy to our grandmothers that are up convening together. I love you all. And as always be real, always be true. Don't be afraid to do what you want to do, period. And as always, continue to bloom. If you're interested in joining my membership programs over on my website, check out the links and things down below where you can get a coupon code to get your first month free. Love you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.